EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martin here with your outlook for July 9th, 2021. Today's video forecast is sponsored, as it is every single Friday, by Georgia's Quick Stop Cafe in Marshalls Creek, Pennsylvania. They are on Milford Road, which is also Route 209 in Monroe County, Pennsylvania, very close to the Stroudsburg area, and they've been proudly sponsoring the videos now for almost 3 months. So thank you, George, for the sponsorship for today and every Friday for EPAWA daily forecast videos. The tropical storm that was affecting the eastern regions overnight will be pulling away early this morning, and taking with it will be any showers early on, very early on, and any clouds with it as it become partly cloudy today. The cold front that caused the thunderstorms yesterday, and we had a plethora of storms yesterday. I mean, it was widespread. We had the heavy rain threat. That's exactly what I thought we'd have. I was a little surprised by the wind reports. I didn't think we'd have that many wind reports. I did expect some hail out of it. We did see some hail across northern New Jersey up here, some very large hail, in fact, up up by the New York City area, very close to there. Some very large hail that was 1.5 inches or 2 inches in diameter at one point. And then we had some wind damage reports, mainly across southeast PA, east central PA, and parts of western New Jersey. That part I wasn't expecting, okay, because the soundings weren't really supporting that. It just looked like it was going to be just some very heavy rainfall. We had that part right. Didn't expect the wind report. So kudos to the Storm Prediction Center for putting out that storm watch, severe thunderstorm watch yesterday. I didn't agree with it at first, and if you follow me on Twitter, you knew that. So I was a little surprised and taken back by that. Once I saw it evolve later in the afternoon, I'm like, wait a minute, we might have some reports here for microbursts and things like that. That's exactly what we had. So kudos to them for a good job yesterday outlining that area. And today that cold front is off to our west because Tropical Storm Elsa came through overnight and it held up the front a little bit. So we still have to have this cold front come through, and that's going to do so today. Partly cloudy skies. Once we get into the afternoon, say about 2 o'clock or so onward, we'll have the opportunity for isolated to widely scattered thunderstorms. This is not going to be as bad as it might have been if Elsa wasn't here. It's going to take some of that forcing along the front with it, and take it up in New England with it up into New England. So we'll have some isolated to widely scattered activity. Then maybe in our eastern areas, once we get over to far eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey, maybe Delaware, you could have some stronger storms, and the Storm Prediction Center has a marginal risk out for those areas for that reason. So once they get better organized heading toward the Delaware River, they might get a little bit better, pack a little bit more of a punch to them. So any threat today would be wind related. There would be straight line winds that we're dealing with today as the primary threat with this cold front. So let's get over to the NAM High-Res Future Simulator radar. I want to start this off at 6 a.m. here because we have, at this point, still some lingering showers and rain along the far eastern parts of our region here on the eastern coast of New Jersey. That's going to quickly exit this morning, and any clouds will then follow a couple hours after that. For interior areas, the sun's going to come out a lot sooner, and you'll have partly cloudy skies returning. So it is going to be in the 80 to 88 degree range today for highs, and that's 80 is going to be in the far northwestern areas, like say up by Selinsgrove, Williamsport, those areas. Far southeastern areas near Philadelphia could get to the upper 80s today. And then we have these isolated to widely scattered storms moving across the region. Again, not everywhere is going to get in on this. Some areas will, some won't. And this radar depiction is just guessing where those storms are going to be. Is not exactly where it may be. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Just check the radar as we get through the afternoon tomorrow. You'll see these storms moving eastward. Once you get to the Delaware River, they might be getting a little bit better organized, and that's when we could have some severe wind reports with that. I think they're still going to be relatively isolated, though, as they head toward the coast of New Jersey, and that's going to go into the evening hours. This image right here, by the way, is 8 o'clock at night. So this goes into the evening. Once you get past dark, it crosses New Jersey, and then it goes away after that point, leading to a very nice day here on Saturday. Saturday, 80 to 85 degrees, but it's going to be a lower humidity day because we're going to be on the opposite side of that front. So, and partly a mostly sunny day, too. So a nice day for Saturday. Sunday's still a little iffy, though, because we have a warm front. The cold front that comes through Friday night is actually going to stall to our south, not too far to our south, actually. It's going to return northward as a warm front here on Sunday. So we're called variably cloudy here on Sunday with the opportunity for scattered showers and thunderstorms. I don't think it's a total washout, but there will be the opportunity for a few showers and thunderstorms rotating through here on Sunday. during the day. That one front is going to push off to the north here on Monday, but it's going to be very close. See where that is? It's just right along the New York-Pennsylvania border, so it's not too far away. That means most of the region is going to stay mostly cloudy skies because of its proximity to that front. And in this warm sector in here, you could have some air mass thunderstorms, maybe even have either a prefrontal trough or a surface trough form over the region. Will give you another chance for scattered thunderstorms later in the day here on Monday. You may have a little bit clearing further south, farther away from that front. They can aid and abet these storms a little bit. But, everywhere closest to that boundary, to over far northern Pennsylvania, right along there, or southern New York, right along that border there, the closer you are to that, the more clouds you'll see, it looks like. And then once we get into Tuesday, frontal boundary is not going to lift way off to the north, but we have surface trough here, going to give you a chance for scattered PM thunderstorms on Tuesday. Same thing here on Wednesday. And then finally on Thursday, the models are suggesting right now that it's just a partly cloudy day. The big story here is there's a ridge here. There's a ridge building into the region once we get to Tuesday. So we're kind of like this 80-85 degree range here for the next couple of days, straight through Monday. Once we get to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday we start making a run at 90, upper 80s to near 90, and then I think Wednesday and Thursday are 90 or above in many areas for highs. And that's probably going to continue beyond that to Thursday, Friday, maybe even Saturday, but it's going to depend on the timing of this next cold front. It looks like it wants to come through here on Friday with scattered showers and thunderstorms here on the European model. GFS holds it off a little bit later. So if it comes through on Friday, that means Saturday would then not be a 90-degree day. It would probably be in the middle 80s instead. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. It's going to be timing of this front. It's going to be determined how that's going to happen. We're getting too far ahead of ourselves here because that's outside of our 7-day forecast window that we like to limit it to on purpose. Because these things, when you get past that range there, you start getting all kinds of different variations of model runs and different solutions from day to day. So it's really not worth it. The big takeaway here is not a washout here on any given day. It doesn't look like it, but you will have scattered thunderstorm opportunities on most of those days. This is a typical summer pattern where you have, hot, humid conditions, late day thunderstorm rolls through, and it's a threat every day. I don't think it's going to be a situation where every day is severe. You could have some severe reports just on every single day. It just depends. Saturday doesn't look like is going to be your lone completely dry day this week, and maybe one day in the middle of next week too, but we'll see how that works out as we move ahead. But just plan on every single day, kind of partly cloudy, very warm or hot and humid, and you'll have, except for Saturday, of course, and you'll have the opportunity for a late day thunderstorm on each day. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for July 9th, 2021. Have a great Friday.